Hey all, this is Veronica and it's another haul video. Why don't we just jump right in? I've got 15 to share with you. I am a big blind buyer. If you don't know what that means, it means I purchase fragrances without sniffing them first. Most of what's in here is a blind buy with the exception of one that I had the opportunity, that's not true, two that I had the opportunity to sample ahead of time. Some worked out, some did not. So let's jump in. This is Korres Saffron Orris. Korres is a Greek perfumer, if I'm not mistaken. This is an eau de toilette concentration. It's considered an amber fragrance, and it's got saffron, nutmeg, sandalwood, mandarin orange at the top. In the middle, you get orris and sage, and in the base, it's powdery and sweet notes. And this reminds me so much of something I have smelled before, and I believe that it is cabochard, which to me smells like freshly minted bills, like dollar bills, $10, 20, whatever, money. Smells like money, literally, with some leather accords. I like this. It has a little bit of spice to it. It does lean masculine. I'm glad I got it. I'm not familiar with this house. And by the way, these are complete first impressions. I haven't had a chance to wear any of these for a whole day. Okay, let's go on. Next is one that I think could be a fail. I have been looking at this for a long time and finally got a bottle. And it's Lady Caron, Caron by Caron Paris. I'm trying my hardest to pronounce this stuff correctly. I've been looking at this one forever and ever. The reviews on this are great. There's something in this that is not playing well with me. I'm glad that I looked at the original website for this, or actually the company website, I mean, versus Fragrantica. On Fragrantica, it says that this has a tuberose note, but it also has the original bottle of this. This is a newer bottle here, if I'm not mistaken. So I went to the Caron Paris website, and according to it, this has peach, it has musk, vanilla, magnolia, freesia. Anytime magnolia and freesia are in a fragrance, I have to think hard about whether I like it or not, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then it has neroli essence and Indian jasmine absolute. Anything else? That's a lot going on. So the reviews talked about this being elegant, timeless. So on the card, I'm not crazy about how it smells. It actually comes across as having like a licorice or anise note to me, which I'm not crazy about. So about magnolia, very quickly, it is a note that, depending on what else is with it, can come across rather cold to me and a little bit metallic versus the floral note that it really is. And the same thing with freesia. So that's what's happening here. I need to go ahead and like try this as a scent of the evening and give it a full wear and see what I think. But right now I'm thinking that this, unfortunately, may be the first blind buy fail in a long time. Okay. Onward, Encre Noir. I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and if I talk about any YouTubers that inspire me, I'll list them down below. So Paula Bianca talked about enjoying this fragrance. And I've also heard, what is his name? The Scent of Narcissus, sorry. When you're filming, words escape you that are come readily in real life. I don't know what that's about. But this is actually advertised for men. It's a woody aromatic fragrance. And it's got cypress, vetiver, cashmere wood, and musk, and probably other notes that aren't listed on Fragrantica. This smells to me very like woody, earthy, aromatic. And the husband doesn't like it. I bought this for Darren and he was like, oh, I'm not so crazy about it. So I have it in my collection. And I need to try this out, but I think I want to try this out when it gets colder and maybe layer it with other fragrances. I don't dislike it. I do like it. I'm just not sure that it's one that I would grab for immediately. It feels a little bit linear to me. in comparison to other fragrances sort of in that same scent family that I would reach for first. I do love the bottle. This is by Lalique, by the way, and very inexpensive. Nice fragrance. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I'm glad to have it. I'll just need to think about when is right for me to wear that one. This next one, I have the Bella Rosa. I think it's called Bella Rosa by Oscar de la Renta. This is Bella Blanca. And I also want to get, I think there's a night version that a viewer turned me on to that I have my eye on, but it's not sold in the US if I understand correctly. This is a white floral with hints of green, and it supposedly has some tuberose in it, although I'm not getting that right away, but I'm going to play with this a little bit more and see if it makes it into my tuberose part 2 video. I have a tuberose video for those of you that are tuberose lovers. I'll link it below. Check that out. I'm working on a part 2 because I have so many. It's one of my very favorite notes. This has pear, lily of the valley, and green leaves. I mean, who doesn't love a nice green fragrance, yeah? In the middle, jasmine, tuberose, orange blossom, and rose. And the 4 of those should play very well together. And then a base of musk, sandalwood, and white iris. This is nice, fresh, and clean. I do want to try it on skin to see if I pick up some of that tuberose. And I just love the bottle. I love the pink version of this, the Bella Rosa. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. Next is one that I got at the cosmetics company store. You know how much I love that store. It's an outlet store. If you haven't discovered it and you have an outlet mall near you, see if they have a cosmetics company store. It's owned by Estee Lauder, and it's all of the companies that are under the Estee Lauder umbrella, cosmetics and fragrance. It is a wonderland. It includes Tom Ford, it includes MAC, Bobbi Brown, Too Faced, and a bunch others that I'm forgetting. Just a bunch of stuff. Aran, even the Aran Estee Lauder, you know, the luxury sort of line of fragrances is in there. DKNY is another one. And this is DKNY Pure. There's one like this that is also called A Drop of Vanilla. And I think there is there a vetiver version? But another version. But this is just a simple pure DKNY, not any of the others that are like this. I really like this. I wasn't going to pick it up. In fact, I looked at it and said, who wants to purchase that? And then, because I like to hang out in the store for hours, right, looking at everything, I said, let me just spray it and make sure I'm not missing out, because I am that person that has FOMO, fear of missing out. So I sprayed it on and thought, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I sprayed this on. This is one of those like boyfriend t-shirt skin fragrances, really easy to wear. A nice like weekend fragrance, office fragrance, running errands fragrance, just lovely. It has a hint of woodiness and a hint of aquatic thing going on. There's lotus, sandalwood, jasmine, freesia, white amber, orchid, and rose. But just like a simple, clean, yet cozy, smells like skin scent, and also a skin scent, meaning close to the skin. Pure DKNY. Moving along, this one was influenced by, this purchase rather, was influenced by Fresco Scents. Hey Fresco. Versace Dreamer. And I did look this up and saw that it's also, even though it's marketed toward men, it's considered a fragrance that's friendly for women as well. It has juniper, tarragon, artemisia. In the middle, you get iris, lily, and flax, and in the base, tobacco blossom and amber. And I do like this. I'll have to test this out for a whole day. Love the bottle with that crazy Versace, you know, Medusa head there. I think this is clean. It has a hint of woodiness. It's a bit aromatic. You do get the iris in this. So that's Versace Dreamer. Versace Dreamer. The reason I'm saying that is because I, on occasion, will click on one of those videos on YouTube that says, you're pronouncing it wrong. And apparently Versace is not how you say it, it's Versace. So just making sure I'm saying it properly-ish. Next is one that I purchased based on recommendation from my friend here, Chris at the Perfume Nest. Hi, Chris. Qasamat Rasana. She sent me a sample of this and I fell in love with it and my husband fell in love with it. We sprayed this and both said, oh, what is that? It is so beautiful and sophisticated. Let me tell you something. The Middle Eastern houses are knocking it out of the park at very affordable prices. Some of them are super inexpensive and some of them push up into right at 100 or above the $100 range. But my god. This is such a gorgeous fragrance in a very nice bottle. Qasamat Rasana by Rasasi. It's listed as having a top accord of citrus. And I guess that's true, but this is more of like a woody fragrance to me. It has bergamot, apple, and lemon at the top. The opening of this is 100% pure luxury. You smell this and you would swear you had just sprayed $1,000 fragrance. It's so pretty at the top. The middle is sandalwood, leather, and cypriol oil. And then in the base, musk, amber, cedar, and oud. This is a banger of a fragrance. It lasts for quite a while. I bought it for me, but on occasion, I will want to spray this on my husband too. Simply beautiful, absolutely luxurious fragrance. And I think this was in maybe the $50-ish range, maybe 60 on Amazon. Beautiful. Get yourself a bottle of this. You'll thank me later. And thank you, Chris, for that sample. This next one is influenced by my friend Joss Jane, and it's Amber Saffron from Clean. I have fallen so in love with this Clean Reserve line. I have a review dedicated to Radiant Nectar that I wore. It doesn't matter when. Go check out that video. And I talked a little bit about this Clean line and that I had the ones in the older bottles, the little cotton ones, the warm cotton, you know, pressed linen cotton, whatever, all that stuff. And some of them worked out and some of them didn't. And I was like, meh about them. I kept the skin one, Clean Skin, because I love. And then she sent me Amber Saffron and I liked it, but I didn't think I would like it enough to get a full bottle. And then here's what happened. I kept thinking about it. I kept thinking, I think I like that fragrance. Let me play with it a little more. Let me play with it a little more. And then I came to realize I really do love it. It's nice and I have to have it in my collection. And then I went on my completionist streak and started to buy more. So I've got Rain from this line in the same Clean Reserve bottle and Radiant Nectar, and have recently ordered Sweetbriar and Moss, I think, also on Joss's recommendation. Joss, you're hitting my pocketbook, lady. This is, first of all, these bottles are magnificent. They are clean and simple. Yes, I used the word clean to describe the Clean bottle. I know. It's a heavy bottle, really nice, simple, linear design with these wooden caps. That's just aesthetically very pleasing to me. I mean, I like these just as much as I do where's the other bottle? This one. The fancier looking, more flashy bottles. They're all beautiful to me. Really, really nice fragrance. This is, it says it's a fruity amber. I don't know that I would call it fruity. It's definitely amber, that's for sure. You get bergamot, artemisia, and orange, mandarin orange at the top. In the middle, it's raspberry. Am I on the right page? Yeah, lily and rose. And then in the base, saffron, amber, and musk. Maybe I get a little bit of that fruitiness, but mostly I get a beautiful saffron, a nice amber and musk, and it almost comes across a little woody to me too. Definitely a winner. Get yourself a bottle. You're welcome. And thank you, Joss. Okay, this is also another, a lot of these are YouTube made me do it fragrances. I mean, isn't that why we watch fragrance videos? I'm susceptible to influence too, yeah? And I've got some great reviewers here giving me some good recommendations. This is Want D Squared. Not a new haul, you know, a few weeks old by the time that this video goes up, but I didn't talk about it before. I wanted to make sure I got it in so you got my impressions on it. Let me talk about this bottle. What in the world? Why? Have I talked about this in another video? If I have, just act like I didn't and this is the first time you're hearing about it. I'm upset about this bottle top. It is ridiculous. But the bottle itself, the bottom part is really nice with this gold, like metal-esque wraparound. I don't think it's real metal, but it mimics it. This is a really pretty vanilla fragrance. If you're a vanilla lover, you need this in your collection. It is discontinued. I found it on Amazon, and on occasion it will be up. So check it out if you're interested. It might be up there now. Top notes here: ginger, pink pepper, and mandarin orange. In the middle, heliotrope, which I love, rose, neroli, and in the base you get Madagascar, vanilla, vanilla absolute, and woody notes, woodsy notes. Very, very nice vanilla. This is what I have to say about this fragrance. It can be cloying if you overspray. I am an oversprayer. I'm bad about that. It's awful. I have stories that have made you all laugh, I'm sure, about me overspraying fragrances and then there being like a nuclear fallout zone around me. It's bad. So I have to be really careful and spray once or twice. If I'm getting real crazy, 3 times, and that's it. That's it. D-A-S it. That's it. Really, really pretty vanilla and very good for layering. It is a strong vanilla, okay? One that can give you a headache if you're not careful, but really beautiful. Hate this bottle design. I mean, guys, what's happening there? Okay. One that I was nervous to pick up and kept seeing people talk about it and then got curious because I have several others from this line is Nina Ricci Rose Extase. This is another one that I heard Chris at the Perfume Nest talk about a while back in her Rose video. I heard my friend Marcelena Teresa here. Hi, Marcy. Probably Teresa, but Marcy, I'm gonna call you Teresa. Okay, you like it? This is so pretty. Very much a rose-centered fragrance. There's no question about that. Red berries at the top. In the middle, rose and raspberry, and in the base, it's vanilla, musk, and amberwood. And it is a creation by none other than Francis Kurkdjian, who he created this entire Extase line from Nina Ricci, if I'm not mistaken. And every single one I've tried, I really like. This is a beautiful, crisp green rose. If you ask me, that's how I would classify this. And I love this bottle. I like it a lot. Okay. Okay, I finally got my hands, my completionist self. How many times have you heard that in this video? Hope you're taking sips of your coffee every time I talk about being a completionist. And I still haven't figured out how to say the name of the house. Buroge Spiritus. So I have the other 3 from this line, and they are absolutely beautiful, knock it out of the park fragrances. Let me say, my husband does not like this one, at least not on first sniff. He thought it was bad. I like it. It, according to, I had a hard time finding notes on this, so I had to go, it's to Dumont Perfumes. They're selling it on there. This has oud, which is most of the ones in this line have oud. There are 4 of them. Sugar, vanilla, woody notes, and labdanum. For the most part, this is oud. It also comes across like it has just a hint of sandalwood in there somewhere. And there's something else in here that's coming across a bit metallic to me, but in a nice way. I like this, and I'm gonna wear this, maybe not in the summer. This would be one that I would pull out in the fall and in the winter. Let's go on. I'm trying to keep it under 23 minutes-ish. Let's see if I can make it. Aigner Debut by Night. Etienne Aigner. This is a floral, amber floral fragrance. It has pear, bitter orange, bergamot, and lemon at the top. In the middle, orange blossom, rose, and water lily, and then patchouli, raspberry, cedar, and vanilla in the base. When I sprayed this, I immediately said, yep, this has some patchouli in it. For sure, like right at the top, you get patchouli and citrus. This is a really pretty fragrance. It reminds me, kind of, sort of, not a dupe, I'm not saying that, so don't get crazy, friends. It reminds me kind of, sort of Black Orchid. It reminds me of Ecstatic Tiger Orchid by Pierre Balmain also. And it reminds me a little bit of Rasasi, Lalique, Orchid Prairie. It's all in that same family of like beautiful, deep, woody, but also patchouli, citrusy, floral, everything all in one kind of fragrances. Nice, very inexpensive. I also recently acquired Victoria's Secret Night. I have Very Sexy and I love it by Victoria's Secret. This is nice too. It's a little lighter, at least on the card. I haven't sprayed it on myself. It's an amber floral, top notes, orchid, apple. Let me spray this. I like this bottle. I do. Let me read you notes. Orchid, apple, dark woodsy notes, seawater, jasmine, and lemon at the top. Ooh, it opens up super, super duper lemony. I really like that. In the middle, you get plum, violet, lily, peony, orange, iris, and angel's trumpet. This is one of those kitchen sink fragrances where it's got all the notes, y'all. In the base, dark woodsy notes, raspberry, patchouli, musk, tonka bean, black amber, bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, and driftwood. What the heck does driftwood smell like? Nice. Is the answer. I do like this. Definitely an evening fragrance. Actually reminds me a little bit of the one that I just reviewed. I've got two more. Can I make it under 23 minutes? This next one, this is a beauty signature Montblanc for women. Learned about this through Giselle at GB Fragrances. It's a vanilla-centric fragrance for the most part, considered an amber floral. Has clementine at the top, magnolia, ylang-ylang, and peony in the middle, and then vanilla, musk, and benzoin in the base. But what I get from this is creamy goodness. It is a creamy dream, is all I have to say, with some florals, light, beautiful something happening in there, and some musk. This is like a cloud to me. Beautiful, and the bottle is to die for. Last but not least, my girl Ange at 50 Cents UK turned me on to Oud Aswad by Swiss Arabian. I don't think I've reviewed this before. I've had it for a few weeks, but haven't had a chance to talk about it in a haul. I'm not going to wear it, so I just wanted, well, I'm not going to wear it right now. So I wanted to share it with you all. This is one that my husband and I both will wear in the winter. It is a powerhouse. This is a beast, like a big, hairy kind of beast. One spray across the room, people will smell you. My husband put it on in the kitchen. He was way across the kitchen, like where the table is. I was way on the other side and was like, woo, what you got going on? Absolutely delightful, woody, oudy rose with some spice and some leather. You need this in your life if you like that kind of scent, and if you want a powerhouse fragrance that you can wear with your leather jacket in the winter, in the cold, and smell amazing. Thank you, Ange, for the recommendation. I'm under 23 minutes. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe. See you next time. Take care, friends.